missions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping—
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk—
Catch the wind.
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the—
Huh? How could you tell?
by the clothes on your back and the look on your face.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long— Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so—
Woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why am I that big?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. I know that Zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you! Do you have—
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and—
Someone who...
Take a look around. Is there anyone the requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's #1 rock expert? But—
You appear to have taken...
Oh, no. It's just— Uncle Paimon just wants to enlighten—
I see. Well,
Really?
but I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot... We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor.
Stop being so modest. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle
Oh there, Bliss. Come and see these rare and precious curios. I can't believe the weather.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke—
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on—
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still...
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my— It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourself.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kunjun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for— Sheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli, I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never...
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh?
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm. Good.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you.
Stop talking the talk and start walking.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai, he saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need... Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this...
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm.
What's the hurry?
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace.
So 4 miners had disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives.
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and
Huh. Such a huge mine.
underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know.
So strange. How could the four of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see. Over here! What's a pile of shirts?
A few everyday items.
1, 2. Huh. That seems right. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's.
The four of them have been gone for 6 days without a change.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift.
So, they didn't.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tool. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Why would someone set off with their tools?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let. Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the...
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard.
I see. 4.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to... I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare...
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they...
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with... Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their...
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with him?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert technique.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's...
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if...
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements,
Correct.
but there aren't any more clues at the mine. Should've...
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kun-jun? Paimon bets he's still investigating.
What's the hurry?
Kun-jun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious...
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in fort.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling... In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's something I...
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember it.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was lit. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it...
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will...
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too...
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look.
There's no end to this. This moment will be frozen in time. You're open.
come a little. Yep. Huh? He. Yep. He.
You're open. Freeze. You're open.
Nice and
You're
spicy.
open. You're open.
Prepare to be blown away.
Dodge this.
Becomes the hunted.
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been left by the miners.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself.
Hey, footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went. Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there, have you seen anyone dressed like a miner?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else. Hey there! Seen any miners?
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child
This child.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smart.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them! More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
Don't get frostbite.
At the right hand, into the boat! Yeah! Hey, yeah!
closer.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for... I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they...
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thanks.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zheng.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guard. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was... We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed... The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move! Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This must...
Hey!
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped. And then, but if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way?
Unless something happened. Something that led...
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extra...
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something wrong?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. However, there is something I wanted to do.
Huh? What's with the seriousness?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon...
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself...
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later, we're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going. Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there, too.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could... All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there. When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Ah, someone else.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare. This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them.
so. The little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Esta, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine. The enraged hearse will not absolve you!
Oh no, I'm gonna ruin my gloves.
Quake! Freeze!
Oh, so sorry.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Crumble! Quake!
Fisher! There is no atonement
Bubba, get them!
for 1,000-year pain!
Watch out!
Allow me.
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax.
Nice and spicy!
Crumble!
You're toast!
Order guide you. Freeze!
Crumble!
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan!
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Don't push your luck. Freeze! Cool it!
Bubba, get them!
You're in for a little shock.
Don't get frostbite. Don't push your...
Be gone!
Come a little closer.
Quake! Crumble!
Nice and spicy!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
This is order! Quake!
Detestable!
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan! Windblade!
Come a little closer.
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Nothing to fear! Crumble!
Prepare to be blown away!
What's the hurry?
Come.
Freeze!
Experience an eon of suffering!
Dodge this!
Bubba,
There
get
is
them!
no atonement
We'll be frozen
for
in time.
1,000-year pain!
spark things up a little.
Shifting
I will have order.
Not the mountains. Quake! Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name, Ejdaha.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant.
No. You have.
That voice!
Ejdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while. Ejdaha.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became. Allow me to elaborate. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me.
So there are two.
No, it can't be.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, that's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part.
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of...
There would be no harm in it.
Ejdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax. With a lifespan far exceeding that, the memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, erosion ground Ejdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his Ejdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production. The citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ejdaha.
No. No.
I am the remnants of Ejdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone.
No. It is I, Ejdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or that which you have forgotten. I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends. Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day.
In an instant, it will melt. Even where...
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ishtaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself...
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the sea.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage.
Straight.
How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ezdaha. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor.
Not I. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in
You always did have a great admiration.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much.
Ishtaha, I am no longer the G.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare.
And how will Liyue fare without...
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always... That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those...
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in...
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all it...
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contract.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength.
Hence, my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, old friend. God of
Thank you, Ishtaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes, don't be alarmed. He's...
Whoa, that was so weird. It was...
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ejdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail, down the length and breadth. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have in. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heaven, that I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of...
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it... I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dick. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've...
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejdaha?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world... There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead.